I made a video the other day talking about how I'm using AI in my business, and it got a ton of attention, and I've had tons of people reaching out to me trying to get help with AI. And I've talked to a handful of them, and over just the last few days, I've realized the thing that seems to hold back people the most. And that thing is their ability to articulate and communicate what they really want the AI to do. So like for a long time, even before AI came out, there's been computer programmers, there's been coders. And the thing that coders always have to do is be able to really accurately articulate every single little micro step of a process. And if you're able to really fully understand a process, the one they always use in school when you're in a coding class or something is like how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it sounds like a really simple task, but when you actually boil it down to every single step, there's like tons of steps. And it's down to like, there's just so much more than you think. And when it comes to AI, like AI is amazing at doing it exactly what you tell it to do. But if you're not able to tell it exactly what you want, then you won't be able to get out of it what you're looking for. And I was talking to this guy the other day, and he had seen this video, and he's like, well, I want to do what you did. I want to pull all my data into one place and then be able to like have AI work with it. And I'm like, awesome. And I pulled out a document and I started laying out like, okay, well, let's name all of the data sources and what they are. And like we named a few apps and we started talking about it, and then he stopped me and he's like, wait, this is taking a really long time. If I have to do all this, like I'm probably just not gonna do this. And I was like, okay, well, that's the only way to do it, because you can't just like take this really vague idea you have in your head and like beam it to the AI and expect the AI to understand what you want. Like you have to really narrow it down to the exact details. And I think the reason I was able to pick it up quicker than most is because I've spent 10 years communicating things that need to be done and writing out processes for people through written mediums, through emails, Slack messages, text messages. I've spent a lot of time telling people what to do through text, and I've learned over the years that if I'm not specific, I don't get the outcome that I want. And that skill directly translates to AI, because if you're able to accurately describe exactly what you want to happen, or at least what you want at the end, the AI can get it there. And as AI improves, you have to be less articulate about the steps and more articulate about just what is the end result you want. And the new models, if you can just be super clear about what you want, a lot of times they can find their way to getting you what you want. But if you haven't been working through a computer for a long time, then you probably don't have the skill set, and most things in your company live inside your head and they live inside other people's heads. And so the purpose of this video is just to shine some light on the fact that that is like one of the biggest things that will hold you back, is not having this stuff written out. And these days, lucky for you, you don't have to type it all out. You don't have to even know how to type. As long as you can talk through your ideas, you can use AI to get you there. But you don't start by building the stuff. You start by saying, hey, AI, I want you to ask me as many questions as you need to get a complete picture of what I'm working with and what I'm trying to do. And then you can proceed. And once you go through that phase, and it might take you a day, a month, a year, is probably an ongoing thing. But once you get that piece of like all this stuff out of your head down on paper, so to speak, then you can start to work with it, and the AI can take all of that context and actually do something with it. So, you've heard of writing out SOPs, writing out processes, that kind of stuff. That is basically what this is. You have to figure out how to get everything out of your brain in an organized way to the AI, and then what you can do with it is pretty much only limited by your imagination. But most people are missing that first step. So hopefully that helps you realize that that could be you.